It was a quiet Sunday morning in the luxurious mansion of Mr. Arjun Mehta, a self-made millionaire known for his discipline and attention to detail. Every clock in his house ticked in harmony, every flower in his garden was perfectly arranged, and every servant knew their place. Among them was Meera, the young maid who had worked in the mansion for 2 years. She was polite, hardworking, and always kept to herself. Arjun had barely spoken to her beyond the occasional command, "Clean the study," or "Bring the file." He never really noticed her, not until that day. Arjun had woken up earlier than usual, his mind restless after a long night of business calls. As he strolled through the mansion with a cup of coffee, he noticed something odd. The door to one of the servant quarters was slightly ajar. He frowned. The staff knew the rules. Doors were to remain closed during working hours. Out of irritation more than curiosity, he pushed it open. What he saw froze him in place. The room was small but astonishingly neat. The bed was made perfectly, the floor gleamed, and in the corner stood a small table filled with papers, books, and photographs. He stepped closer. To his disbelief, the photos were of him, newspaper clippings, charity events, business awards, even childhood pictures that were never public. His heart began to pound. Why would his maid have a secret collection of his life? He noticed a worn-out notebook beside the photos. Against his better judgment, he opened it. The first line read, "One day, I'll meet the man who changed my life, Arjun Mehta." The next pages were filled with drawings of his mansion, articles about his rise from poverty, and handwritten notes of gratitude. As he flipped further, he found an old photo tucked inside, of a slum area, a little girl holding a bowl of rice distributed during a charity drive. The man in the picture was him, younger, smiling, handing food to that very child. It suddenly hit him. Meera wasn't obsessed, she was grateful. He had unknowingly changed her life years ago when his foundation fed hundreds of poor children. Arjun's heart softened, guilt washing over him. He had treated her like any other servant, never realizing she saw him as a hero. Just then, Meera appeared at the door, her face pale with fear. "Sir, I can explain," she whispered. But Arjun simply closed the notebook, looked at her kindly, and said softly, "No, Meera. I should be the one explaining." That morning, something changed inside Arjun Mehta. The man who had everything suddenly realized he had forgotten what truly mattered: humanity.